Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. The Judicials have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hokies offense will get first crack at it today. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Well, after that touchdown, the crowd here at Lane Stadium is absolutely going crazy. This is one of the great environments and best fan bases in all of college football. Exit light, enter night.
He'll bring it out. It's low. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Judicials offense will go to work for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win, and whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Got it near midfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
He's going to take off. Finishes the run with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space.
Makes the grab past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running the read option to the left. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to the big fullback. Creating... He's getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Soften him up with the run. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Judicials in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Judicials kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Quarterback on the keeper. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The inside handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Virginia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Takes the handoff. It's O'Neal. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running the read to the left on first down. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Judicials moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On the option. Now the pitch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? On the option. Showing off the arm. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Reese. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man quickly.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Tight end now in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's low. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Fires on the move. Got him, and nobody's close. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown. Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2. Short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Hokies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Jackson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's good. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To the ground with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Using his legs, it's good. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding open areas. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And, man, they sneak the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Calls his own knuckle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Makes a man miss. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Judicials are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Judicials send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's good. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Now now here on second down. See if they keep tossing it around. Works the middle of the field. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. With the clock running, this should be the final